Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some fresh updates. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona are set to extend their preseason tour to play David Beckham's MLS team Inter Miami. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking on some transfer rumors, as it has been reported that Barcelona are still interested in Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford. We are also going to be looking at that as we move ahead. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona are weighing up the idea of extending their preseason friendly tour of the United States by adding another fixture in their already stacked schedule. Spanish news outlet Mundo Deportivo says the aforementioned fixture will most likely be played against David Beckham's Inter Miami side and will be included anytime in mid or late July. This game will be the first one to be played and will be followed by friendlies against Real Madrid, Juventus and Inter Milan. While Barcelona's plan was to wrap up the friendlies between July 21st and 31st, it is believed that the one against Inter Miami will be possibly played before the 21st. As of today, Barcelona are yet to release the official date and the venue, but the aforementioned source says the matches could be played in Las Vegas and Los Angeles. In any way, the plan is for Barcelona to wrap up the preseason tour in 10 to 12 days. So it has been 3 years since Barcelona last played preseason friendly matches in the United States. In 2019, the team, then playing under Ernesto Valverde, traveled to Miami and Michigan to play 2 matches against Napoli. That tour was in fact the last time the team ever crossed the continental boundaries for preseason friendlies. This is because the COVID-19 pandemic put the world at standstill, forcing the scheduled plans to be postponed. 3 years on, and Barcelona will return to the US, where the market is booming and the team have a massive fan following. Why the idea is more or less confirmed, it is believed that Xavi had his reservations over playing the preseason matches in the United States. His preference was to rather keep these matches low-key and play it anywhere near neighboring countries like they did last time in Germany. The idea was pretty much straightforward, as Xavi only arrived at Barca in the middle of the season and wants to take advantage of the weeks of preparations to help make a strong start to the 2022-23 season. So in total, Barcelona will play 4 games in that pre-season. Of course, games that will show how prepared we are, games that are very, very useful, as the new season approaches, games that Xavi will need to test players, new signings as well who will be coming, and all those will be taking place in the United States of America. Of course, for the first time in 3 years, Barcelona will be heading there to play their pre-season tour. Then on to the next story of discussion. With Robert Lewandowski's future still uncertain, Barcelona are looking at potential alternatives in the market in their quest to sign a new centre forward in the summer. And one of their desired options could be Marcus Rashford, according to a report from Dario Sport. The news outlet suggests Barcelona are closely monitoring the situation of Rashford. The forward has been transfer listed by Manchester United, as he is not involved in the plans of new coach Erik ten Hag. Rashford has a great fan following at Manchester United, but ten Hag has insisted that the club can offload the forward if a suitable deal comes across. Barcelona are studying the possibility of signing the English international. The club liked the player due to his pace, physique and ability to score goals. He also brings vast experience at the highest level, having made over 300 appearances for United. Rashford has always shown heaps of potential in the Premier League, but his progress has been marred by a series of injuries and lack of game time this season, compelling the player to consider an exit in the summer. The forward is evidently frustrated with his lack of game time under Ralf Rangnick, and the attacker could look to relaunch his career elsewhere. At Barcelona, the 24-year-old could prove to be an alternative for top target Lewandowski. The Englishman can be an ideal strike partner for Ferran Torres and Aubameyang next season, thus enhancing the overall quality of the club's offensive unit. Rashford's current contract at Old Trafford expires at the end of next season, with many expecting him to take the next step in his career. His expiring contract could force Manchester United to lower their demands, potentially opening up the opportunity for Barcelona to snap up the Englishman in a cut price deal this summer. This is not the first time we've been talking about Rashford being linked to Barcelona. I honestly think it will not be a good move for Barcelona at all if they want to go ahead with it. Rashford this season have been very, very poor. Rashford is not a Rashford some years back. And if United can be rejecting Rashford, which I see why they reject him, Barcelona going after him makes no sense at all. I think there are other alternatives out there that we can bring, not Rashford. Of course, he has pace. I don't dispute his talent. He's a good player. He's a good striker. He can play the wing as well. But not at this point in time. We need to bring somebody reliable, somebody good. We need a world-class finisher there. And talking about Rashford, I don't think he's the ideal option. Of course, this is not the first time, as I earlier said. Rashford, ever since last year, there have been a lot of rumors linking Marcus Rashford to FC Barcelona. Barcelona still have their options wide open. A lot of times we've been talking about Lewandowski. Normally, initially it was Haaland. Lewandowski came in because Barcelona, have just seen that Haaland will be very difficult to materialize. Of course, even many reports saying that Haaland will likely be at Manchester City next season. So with that, Lewandowski had entered the picture. Barcelona continued to push for a move. Bayern Munich themselves makes things very difficult for Barcelona. Of course, the price will not be easy. The wages for Lewandowski will never be a small one. And considering how Barcelona have financial issues, how do you expect them to go for Lewandowski and match the valuation of everything concerning Lewandowski? And many reports saying that deal might likely fail as well. And of course, even if it fails, I don't think Rashford is that ideal target Barcelona should ever consider if these reports are true. It makes no sense at all. Better we go for Rafael Leao of AC Milan. Of course, yesterday I did spoke about that guy. That President Laporta prefers him to be an alternative for Erling Haaland if Lewandowski fails to come to the Camp Nou. There are other options there that Barca can go for, but I think Rashford to Barcelona at this point in time, where Rashford is in a very disastrous form at Manchester United, absolutely no sense at all, nothing. I think it will be a very poor move. Eric Ten Hag, who was just confirmed by United officially as a new manager earlier today, is not even in favor of keeping Marcus Rashford next season. Of course, United, they are expecting that many players will be leaving the club next season. There will be a total revamp next season, and Rashford likely to be one of them. And Barca should not be that dumping ground where Rashford will come and be the player that we cherish to pair with Ferran Torres and Aubameyang. I think Barca have other options they can go for. So coolers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.